Hello, what you're looking at here is a small packet with some celery seeds in it. These are the smallest seeds I've ever seen, and to give you a comparison, I'm just going to take this packet of carrot seeds, take some out and pop a few carrot seeds on the top of that packet. Okay, so there are the carrot seeds. The carrot seeds are the larger of the two seeds. The celery seeds are extremely small and difficult to work with. But I've sown some on some tissue and they've germinated. But they're really small, and now it's my intention to take them off this tissue and try and get them into some compost. So I'll just move this out of the way. And this is the tray I germinated those seeds in. Okay, I'm not too sure if you'll get those. They are extremely small, extremely small. I'll try tilting and turning. I think if I get too close we'll get out of focus. But the small dark shapes you can see, those are the empty seed husks of the celery. The celery's already detached itself, and this is the celery, and it's very small. So I'm going to try and tease some of that out, and I'm going to plant it on. Okay, so let's see if we can tease some out now while we've got it in shot. So I'm going to be trying to get half a dozen of these guys out of here, something like that. I've managed to get 8 of these guys out, so with the aid of this pencil, we'll just try and pop them in as best we can, tease the roots into that, like so. We'll get some roots under there, hopefully. The damp compost I'll give it the will to survive, as long as it gets its feet wet, so to speak. Hopefully it'll have a go. I probably should have done this a bit earlier before these roots got as big as they are, but hey, let's have a go. Okay, I think you get the gist, don't you? This is what we're doing. I needn't show you any more of this. This is what I'm going to do with all of these, and then I'll give them a drink of water, and we'll pop a lid on them, and we'll pop them on the windowsill. I'll close the video down, and then maybe in 2 weeks' time we'll pop on the end of this video how these guys have got on in those couple of weeks. How's that sound? So if you watched it and you're still with me now, please don't switch off. Stay with me a little longer, because you will see these guys after 2 weeks in this container, and you'll see if they're going to have a go or not. Okay, I'll shut down now, as I say, and then I'll record a wee bit more on the end of this in a couple of weeks' time. These are the celery seeds that I transplanted from wet tissue into this container about a fortnight ago, 2 weeks ago. I've just brought them off the windowsill now. We'll lift this top off and we'll have a look and see how they've got on. I don't think I've mentioned this earlier in the video, but it's a variety called Victoria, and it's an F1. And according to the instruction that came with the seeds, these plants should be in the garden in position May and June. Well, we're at the end of May now, we're coming into June, and I think they're probably a bit small, so I'm probably running behind schedule with these. But anyway, let's have a look and see what we've got. Well, I hope you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks as though we've got all 8 seedlings growing on in this compost now. So we'll need to give them a bit longer in here because they are still quite small, and then we'll worry about what we're going to do with them. They'll either go in the raised bed, or they'll go in pots, or we may even split them, put some in pots and some in a bed. I haven't made my mind up yet, and that'll depend on how well they get on over the next few weeks, because we really need to have them in planted out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Otherwise we'll have missed the boat, we'll be too late, these are too small. But anyway, they're up and running. We've got one success. We've transplanted germinated seeds from a tissue into compost. We've got them away. We'll stick with it. Let's see how this turns out. This is Homegrown Veg, signing off.